What's the shadiest thing a big name company has ever done to you? Last night, I ordered $40 of sushi for myself from a company I'll be calling Boober Eats. My food was supposed to arrive at 10:01 p.m. I kept my phone in my pocket the whole time, and when I went to check the time, I saw that it was 10 p.m. on the dot. I also had a notification that my driver had arrived 6 minutes ago. What was strange was that there were no missed calls or messages from him. The one message I had was from Boober Eats saying, "Your driver can cancel your order with no refund after 8 minutes of waiting." I quickly walked outside, texted him that I was coming, and asked where he was. Good thing it hadn't been 8 minutes yet, and I had documentation of that fact. At this point, I was outside searching for him. I sent him multiple texts and calls, and I could see on the app that he had read my texts but never replied. Both of my calls went to voicemail. I couldn't find his car because it wasn't outside my apartment building, meaning it was somewhere else in the complex. At this point, it was obvious that the man was running out the clock. I kept walking around looking for him, and I finally spotted him. He was driving away. He drove right past me. I saw his face and recognized him. I waved frantically at him, and I saw him look right at me and just drive past me. He canceled my order. My $40 of sushi drove away with him, and he now owned all of it. My order disappeared instantly from the app, so I lost all ability to contact him. I immediately called Boober Eats customer service, and here's where it somehow got even more ridiculous. The person I was speaking to wasn't just scripted. They weren't even trying not to sound scripted. I explained in detail what happened. She seemed to absorb none of these details, and in a conversation so circular it made me dizzy, she managed to repeat herself 7 times. "It shows here your driver waited over 9 minutes, so it is impossible for us to offer a refund." Yeah, and I couldn't find him for those 9 minutes because he never contacted me and dodged my calls. Once I checked and saw he was there, he saw me and drove away. Anyway, does she care? Of course not. She repeats herself mechanically, showing zero listening. I ask if there's someone else who can offer a refund. She says, "I can transfer you to my supervisor." I go on hold for about 2 minutes. The line picks back up, and who answers? The same woman, claiming to be a supervisor. She reads from the same script, acknowledges nothing I say. And at that point, I just wished her a good night and ended the call. I ended up calling my bank to reverse the charge. Even though it was 11 at night, I had no problem explaining the situation to them, and it was a quick, pleasant call. Shout out to my bank for actually listening to me when I got robbed by another company's delivery driver. I got my $40 back, but regardless, F Boober Eats.